phone, so it's definitely going to look different than through the camera. In the video you can. Yeah. I mean, again, to me it's very obvious, but I can see that that it looks different on my phone. You know, they like to use, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's just crazy to me. I just don't see how you can be such a little bee, calling them, demanding for them to come over. Apparently it said that Santos had called him like 46 times or something. I have no idea. Rage bait for what? Who are you talking about? I didn't post it. Anyways, and then to go out there and do that to use anything else is absolutely crazy to me. Oh, he did? Chet called him up? Chet was in the house asleep, apparently. At least that's what he says. When I called someone out twice my size for bullying my son and husband, I went for her house. I would too. I would too. Oh no, I was on the mobs live check-ins out to. Oh, I see what you're saying. Got Chet called. Okay, now I see what you're saying. Okay, got you. Yeah, Sierra, we were just talking about that earlier. I think because she said that she hadn't eaten for a few days because she's on those weight loss medications. Then she goes out drinking. Glasses are dirty. I can't see a thing. I'm back. I guess she was throwing up, Sammy. She said she threw up 7 times and she was just really not feeling good at all. She went out drinking and she hadn't, she's on some weight loss. First of all, I don't know why she's on weight loss medication. That's the first thing. That's ridiculous. She weighs like 100 and something pounds. So there's no reason at all she should be on any type of weight loss medication. But nonetheless, she is. And then she went out drinking, and apparently you can't drink when you have it. So she said she was throwing up a lot this morning. And seeing someone say Bree said, nope, yeah, she did not sign over rights. Nope, they only put out the first page of a 4-page document. And it's the document that we all know that says that Winter is going back to John. He's going to live with John, and she will only have visitation in Dallas at a licensed facility. So she'll have supervised visitation. That's it. It's just a signed copy of the 3/17 court date. But people put out, just one page. AA Law Talk. Oh, you did? Oh, I'm sorry, love. Thank you for letting me know. Chill.
Hello.
Love, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm getting a little better day by day.
Oh, good. I know
Yeah.
it's rough out there these days.
Yes. Well, I'm so glad that you joined, and thank you for letting me know because I almost never see that little thing down there. Because I was hoping that you could explain. Am I explaining that right? What came out? What we're seeing?
Yeah. Well, I think what people are getting confused about, and actually we did talk about it on the last live. I don't think that Bree actually realized what she was signing, but what that is so they had the hearing and she didn't show up. So she actually doesn't know what was ordered other than what was in that minute order, which everybody saw. And the minute order did not address legal custody. As far as I can see, it's possible that they addressed it in court. She wasn't there. We weren't there, so we don't know. But what happens when an attorney, so in that minute order, the judge ordered 2K's attorney to draft the order. And so 2K's attorney drafted the order and then sent it to Bree and asked Bree to sign it it's not Bree signing over her rights. It's Bree saying, I agree that this is what the court ordered on March 17th. So people are correct that they're seeing her signature on there. And I don't think that I know that she didn't know that she didn't have to sign it. She could have actually requested a hearing on it. She could have objected to it and said legal custody wasn't addressed, but she didn't. She signed it. And so 2K's attorney submitted that. I believe it was submitted actually on March 24th, and it was just signed today. Sometimes it can take them a little while to get through their docket. And so her signature is on it, and it looks like she signed over her rights, but she didn't. She was just agreeing that this is what happened in court, but how would she agree when she didn't even know?
Right. So, yeah, because she didn't go.
Right. So her signature is there. That's not her agreeing with the order itself. It's just her agreeing that it is correct that that's what occurred on the 17th. So
yeah.
I hope that helps.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because I was trying to explain it, but I just felt like I wasn't explaining it the right way. So I think that you explained it a lot clearer than what I did. Because I'm just saying, it's just the signed order of what we already knew, that of how it changed. And that makes sense now that you explain it that way on how, she got it and why her signature is on there. Because that was the other thing. I'm like, how did the signature get on there if she wasn't there? And again, that would be a good time for her to have an attorney or to call one of those attorneys that she was talking to.
Well, they won't advise her to do anything. I saw some of the comments saying that maybe one of the attorneys told her to sign it. I mean, they won't advise her to do anything. She hasn't retained any of them.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, my cough. I was trying to hold that in. But she's not going to be able to find an attorney who's going to be able to take her case. I know she keeps on saying she's keeping it open. It's because attorneys are saying that they don't have the bandwidth to do those 3 days. They can't get up to speed quick enough. So,
yeah. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Could she get into trouble for taking that call on live and not advising that attorney that she was on live?
She could. I mean, she probably won't.
Right, not likely, but that is something. Because I was thinking, like, if that attorney sees that, especially when she's like, "Oh my God, who had this attorney?" and she says the name, and then kind of the noise that she made it sound like, "Oh my God, like who had this guy?" Oh, whatever she said. So I was wondering about that.
Well, I saw that too, and I think that people are drawing quite an inference from that, like maybe suggesting that he was bad, but the attorney on the phone actually didn't follow up with it. Bree just is the one that said, yeah, I got really a bad advice from him, and made it appear as if the attorney was saying, Thomas Sands. It could have been like that she was surprised that attorney was as good as he was and she was in such a bad spot. We don't really know what her, oh my gosh, was about, and it wasn't really clear from that call. So, and yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give my opinions about other attorneys. I deferred that when I was asked about 2K's attorney, but yeah, I mean, she's going to struggle. I was actually really surprised at the first attorney that she met with. I know him. I'm surprised that he didn't take it, actually, because he does a lot of CPS cases. Like, that's his practice, is CPS stuff. And usually you're going to a shelter hearing, or, you're real quick. You got to be real quick on your feet with a lot of evidence thrown at you. So anyway, I was a little bit surprised that he didn't take it.
Well, I wonder, did he not take it, or did she not want to sign up with him? I guess we don't really know.
Oh, yeah, we don't know. Oh, one of the other things, too, that's really important that I hope, if Bree hears this, I don't know, but it's really dangerous for her to stream, not because of the two-party consent and all that, but because it actually waives her attorney-client privilege. So if she were to retain one of these attorneys and, somebody wanted to get this information, or, it's not, she can't be truly fully honest with her attorney because she waives that privilege. So that's a big problem.
Yeah.
So
I really wish that she would, be off of stream for some part of the time so she could actually get the help that she needs,
I will also, one other thing too about that, because I see a lot of people saying, well, she's lying about this, she's lying about that. And I just want to, I'm actually really impressed with her ability to condense her case as quickly as she did. And she really gave all the information that an attorney needs to know, because we can read between the lines. When a parent says, you know, he had the police come pick up my son, we know that there was a serious court intervention, because that just doesn't happen willy-nilly, you know. So she actually got all of the points in there, you know. I was kind of impressed with that. Usually when we have consults, it's like they go on and on and on, and I'm like, okay, wait, let me ask you some more questions, let me ask you this, you know. So she didn't do that. I'm sure she left out quite a bit, but you can't really talk about all that stuff in a consult, you know. So
especially, you know, such a short. She said it was, well, she said it was like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, but it was only supposed to be 30 minutes. So I think she, you know, she tried to get all her points out. I just wish that she'd like be focused, like stay out of the chat and like just focus on what the attorney is trying to tell her, you know, but she's not. She's so honed in on the chat all the time. But hopefully she gets some points out of it.
And I think that would also deter an attorney if they ended up finding out that she was on the stream, or, you know, she definitely has a duty to inform them, but surely she doesn't, because I don't think that would. I mean, the other challenge I think she's going to have, I think a lot of these attorneys are going to tell her she needs to stop posting. And if she refuses, I don't think that they would take her case if she refuses, or that they would withdraw because of ethical misalignment. You can't represent a case like that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how anyone's going to. It's going to be so difficult, you know, and it's coming up so quick. How do you even have time to prepare?
Yeah.
So much to the whole thing, you know?
Oh, gosh, yeah, it is complex. And he did file a supplemental. Do you remember when I told you, I'm like, he's got a choice here. He can just go sort of balls to the wall, or he can like kind of let it ride because he's already on top. He is going balls to the wall, unfortunately. And I do see that he's requested that she have a psych eval. I don't know. I didn't see the documents. I saw them, but it's like 80 pages. He filed like an 80-page supplemental.
Oh my gosh.
But, and I haven't had time to look at it, but I think it's not necessary, and I honestly don't know that it would get granted. I don't think they need it. They have enough there, you know, and it's expensive. They're expensive, and it would delay the case more. I don't think they need it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the child support.
Oh no, the support, yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, they should absolutely. I
don't understand why people were dogging him out for requesting child support. Like, no one dogs out a mom when they request child support. So, and in a lot of states, that's not an option. Like, whoever has the custody of the child would typically get child support anyways, especially if there was ever any, you know, benefits issued out. But yeah, I don't know why people were doing that.
Well, I think what struck me odd about that, and maybe this is what people are seeing, is that he filed it like ex parte. So he wanted a temporary order in the meantime before their hearing for support. And I mean, he would get it backdated anyway at the hearing. So it just, I mean, I don't think it's bad. I mean, I think it's reasonable. But I think it should have been done like, I don't know. Anyway, I see the strategy of where his case is going and what his attorney's doing, and it's just different than what I would do. It's just different than what I would do. But but yeah, I don't think there's a need for like emergent support unless he was like homeless or like you know, trying hard to support him and couldn't. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, we don't know though, but.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be determined at the final thing. Was it filed for emergent child support?
Yeah, he did it ex parte.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He wanted a temporary order, and I think I mean, I see where I mean, it's because he ended up getting the baby before the hearing, you know, so it wasn't anticipated.
Yeah.
Um, but then again, I mean, anyway, I mean, he wasn't paying her support at the time. I'm not saying he should have or shouldn't have. And I'm not saying he didn't give her money or didn't help. I'm just saying there was no order for child support when she had him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What they're saying, what is supplemental?
Oh, he's just asking for more stuff. He's like, he like supplemented his original filing, and he's like, wait, there's more.
Oh, okay. So he's adding to it?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. And 2K apparently said somewhere that he had not presented his case in chief.
Yeah, I did hear that too. Someone else said that, and I'm like, well, that's what AA Law Talk saw. But I swear when they came out, they said that was what they did, is that they did 2 days with him calling all of his witnesses and him doing his testimony, and then they agreed upon what, you know, the 50-50, or no, sorry, that he got the 3 weeks and she got the 1 week until they had their final day. So,
but I think that they had a hearing on the restraining order, on temporary orders from like stemming from the restraining order.
yeah.
And so after 2 days of him presenting his case, I don't think she had an opportunity to present hers because she settled.
Got you.
So they dropped the restraining order, and then the temporary orders were that he would get the baby 3 weeks in Texas and her 1 week.
So when does the trial start then for the...
Well, it's really weird. Their docket's odd now because, like, some counties do better at this than others, but they just have so much. It's like courthouses are paper pushing organizations, and so they really don't have a process in place to like streamline these things. But they have a hearing about the most recent ex parte restraining order and emergency orders that he filed. I can't remember the date, but it's just before the 25th. And then they have the 25th, which my understanding was the original trial, but it actually doesn't look like that. And then they have an evidentiary hearing on May 2nd. And the May 2nd one's been on there for a while, so it's probably for one of his other motions that he filed. So I think the April 25th, they should just consolidate it all.
I was going to ask you, yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to need many, many days for the hearing. And if he does, I don't think the judge is going to grant the psych eval. I don't think he needs it either. But if he does grant it, that would surefire be an extension. Like it would 100% be extended.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody asked if I think she'll show up. I mean, I really hope that she does. All she has to do is show up.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if she will show up. I hope she does. I always hope that people show up.
I do too.
Because it gives them at least something. If you don't show up, you lose. You know, whatever is granted the opposite way, most likely. But so I hope that she shows up. I don't know.
So, somebody asked, why do I think the psych eval isn't necessary? That's not what I said. I just don't think, well, I did say that. Never mind. I did say that. But the reason I'm saying, I don't think it's necessary because it's clear that there is serious issues.
Yeah.
And so really, does she need to spend, or do either of the parties need to spend $10,000 upwards, you know, to have somebody tell them that? No. She's admitted it. There's no way around it. So that's why I don't think that they really need it. And it's expensive. Courts don't like to do that just because it's just so expensive and so time consuming.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. For sure.
Yeah. So I guess I should clarify what I said about that though.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, the only reason